Hey everyone, this is Kingpin PKR 316. I got some more books, so I thought I'd make a whole video. This is a pretty cool book to get, especially with the Inhumans kind of getting hot. This is Amazing Adventures #1. This is their first solo story with the Black Widow. Now, this is I didn't grade this yet because I got a grading book, so I was going to start checking these books out. These are going to be one of the first books that I graded. But this is autographed by Gary Frederick. So it came with a little thing. You can see his autograph right here in the front. So I thought that was pretty cool. And it didn't cost any more than it did. I'm hoping it's a very fine plus copy, but we'll see what happens. When I start grading books, I think I'm going to start doing some videos of, like, I'll pick some cool books like this, or other books I have, like I have Amazing Spider-Man 122, stuff like that, and I'll go over them, and I'll go through, like, the spines and different things, and see what I think the grades are, and you guys could put in the comments, if you agree or disagree with what the grades are of the books. So this is Amazing Adventures #1. This I actually got. It was thrown in with the books I got. It's Negative Burn #25. It has a whole bunch of famous writers on it: Brian Boland, Neil Gaiman. I actually don't know too much about this book. Alan Moore. There's a bunch of people on it. This was also this is Superman #1, the Grant Morrison one. Now I flipped through this because I read the trade, so there's no read for me to read this. Like every other page, there's an advertisement, which would annoy me if I bought this book and I wanted to read it. I'm not sure why that is. This is the variant to Batman 36, which was pretty cool. It's a Joker variant. There you can see the Joker on the cover, so I thought that was pretty neat. I picked that up. This was also $1. It's issue #1. It's called Atlas. Jack Kirby wrote it, and he drew it, so for $1 I picked it up. It's in okay shape. It's nothing great. This is X-Men 280. This I also picked up for $1. I picked it up because I needed it in my run of X-Men books. This is Power Girl #27. This is a pretty hot book right now, so when I seen it for $3, I picked it up. This is Power Girl #1. And the last back issue I got was Miss Marvel 36. So it's got Deadpool, Wolverine, and Spider-Man on there, so I thought that was pretty cool. Now these are the books that I read this week that were new. I got Batman Eternal 33. 33 and 34 are really good. Penny 2 is awesome. If you're reading it, it's Alfred's daughter, and she does awesome in these books. And at the end, she runs into Hush, who kind of takes her out for a little bit, but Batman came in and got her. She's an SAS agent, which I'm sure that's like some kind of international English operative or something. So, but that was a really cool book. And 34 was awesome as well, because he finally runs into Hush and battles him. And on the last page, I guess the Commissioner Bard and some other people are putting pressure on Lucius Fox and Wayne Enterprise board members, because the caches, the weapon caches that Hush is blowing up, is bad publicity and for the city. So they were putting pressure on them, and at the end, Lucius Fox had to announce that he's closing down Wayne Enterprises for now. So Hush, who is got got a big kick out of that, and that's how they ended that book. This is Batman 36, and this is awesome. This is they finally meet up with Batgirl, the Red Hood, and Red Robin meet up with Batman and Apocalypse, and Apocalypse beats up Calabac, and on the last page you finally see the silhouette of Darkseid. So I'm really excited for the next issue, since I guess Batman faces Darkseid. Deathstroke #2. This is a pretty cool book if you like a lot of action. I say it's a lot like a mix of the Punisher and I guess Deadpool. I don't read Deadpool, but I do like this. This is a pretty cool book to read. It's a quick read too. There's not a lot of story to it, but it's enjoyable. I like it. This is Supergirl. This is part 1 of the Crucible. She gets initiated into this school where she could further her powers and learn more about herself and put her powers to better use. And on the last page they show Superboy there, so that'll be interesting to get into. This is Superman. I thought the Brainiac Lego cover was pretty cool. I got this. I've been kind of down on this Ulysses story. This was a pretty decent story. Ulysses offers the first 6,000 Americans a trip on this ship to a better world, and they kind of get into that. I'm not going to go further into it if you're not reading the story, but I'd say the first few parts were a little like but this I actually enjoyed that issue. This is Superman and Wonder Woman. They actually introduce, I believe this, the first appearance of Wonder Star in here. And I don't know if he's good or he's bad, but he's on like the second to last page. And they try to go on a date, and there's 2 criminals that... Oh, I'm trying to remember who the criminals are. It slips in my mind right now who the 2 criminals are that they fight. They're not known people. I think Atomic Skull is one of them, and I forget the other guy. And so they fight them too, and they actually beat Superman and Wonder Woman, and then Wonder Star shows up at the end, whoever that guy is, and so that leads you into 14. This is Wonder Woman 36. I thought it was pretty decent. I'm going to keep reading it for a few more issues to get into it. I didn't think it was terrible, but I didn't think it was great, so we'll see where that goes. Now, this is a book that I think is really good. This is He-Man and the Masters of the Universe 19. It kind of goes back like 20 years when Prince Adam was younger, and his uncle Keldor is involved in this story. I think this is a pretty good story. So, but I know a few people that read He-Man, but not too many. But I like it, so I thought it was a good book. And the last book was Thief of Thieves, number 25, and I really think this is a good story. I think it's an awesome book. Anybody who's not reading it, it's got a lot of it's cool. He's a master thief, and he's got a daughter and a son, and there's lots of twists and turns, and they do a really good job. I think Andy Diggle's writing this, and he does a really good job on this. The last thing I got was I got this trade. I got this Captain America trade, which actually chronicles Strange Tales 114, Avengers #4 they throw in there, which is the first appearance of the Silver Age Captain America, and Tales of Suspense 59, 58 through 96. Now, these are good books if you can't or aren't looking to spend money on some of the out-of-print omnibuses that they have, like Iron Man and stories that they would have those in, because they haven't made second printings of those yet, so the other ones are in excess of definitely over $150, sometimes $2. Some people are nuts and put them up for $3. So if you're not looking to, spend a lot of money on something like that, a book like this is pretty cool that has those stories in them. I know I ordered the X-Men one because I know the first X-Men omnibus is really expensive. I was lucky to find the second one for under 100, and I have 3 and 4, which actually are 1 and 2 of the Uncanny series. But so I got this, and I think it's the first 1 through 20 of X-Men because I want to read the stories, but I'm not looking to spend $150 on the omnibus. So that's it's a pretty cool way to get some of those stories in a book like this if you're not looking to spend that. Well, that's all I got for right now. This is Kingpin PKR. Enjoy your books today. Tomorrow will be Comic Book Wednesday, and have a good day.